I'm not sure like why that question isn't asked by the media is like how those books got in there in the first place, the ones with the graphic images that we showed a little glimpse of it yesterday. But you know, Danielle Smith coming out defending herself. She said, "I'm going to be more explicit than usual, so there's more understanding. Get the graphic pornographic images out of school libraries. Leave the classics on the shelves." But they've twisted it into some other thing, you know, and it's just turned into a bit of a circus. And that's what they do. They confuse and conflate, and they bring out the label gun. And how did they get in there? That's the question reporters should be asking, shouldn't they?
They just have no interest whatsoever in those extremely graphic books. They just don't care that, or they think that it's some kind of. I saw Nenshi come out with a comment where it's like, "This is a culture war started by Danielle Smith." It's like, you what? Did Danielle Smith put in books into elementary schools of kids? You know, obviously not. That's where the culture war was started, you clown. Not by somebody trying to stop it. And it was an amazingly cheap and low-grade effort, I think. And I said this yesterday. The more interesting question, and I still maintain that this is true, is if you look at what she said, leave the classics, Danielle Smith says, leave the classics on the shelves. So should we leave Lolita on the shelves? Like, can we talk about Lolita for God's sake? I mean, obviously these graphic images, they're like stunning and they shock you and all the rest of it. Lolita is a book about paying a child money to perform sexual acts on a man, and it's pretty graphic. Read the book. Like, you know, have some consistency here. But like, I feel like there's a tiny handful of people that have actually read these books. So I'm just, you know, I'm shouting into the void, really, aren't I?
Well, again, I'll go back to the original question that I would have if I got a chance to stand there, which they don't allow you to, and that's how did that one book that she points out there, how did that get in there in the first place? Who approved that book? That person should be fired.